Welcome to the Foxhole, guys. I'm award-winning comic book writer Nondor Fox Schaefer, and I never thought I'd be sitting here saying this, but cartoonist kayfabe's very own Jim Rugg is the latest and greatest in the line of variant cover artists for my new comic, Man-Child. I am so excited. I can't even tell you how excited I am, and I'm going to tell you guys about this cover, about how we worked on it together, and show it off. And I want you guys to spread the word, so let's do this. We are officially a month out before the Kickstarter campaign for Man-Child Issue 2 launches, so if you're not signed up to be notified when we launch, please do that right away. We're at 38 followers right now, and I'm really hoping we can hit 100 and beat our last goal of 109 signups before the Kickstarter campaign launches on September 1st. So please do that. I'm giving you a reason why you should do that right here in this video, and that's because we have Jim Rugg from the Cartoonist Kayfabe YouTube channel who has contributed a cover for Man-Child Issue 2. And guys, I would be really surprised if this cover doesn't sell out on the first day, the first week. There's not going to be a lot of these printed, so you have to sign up today and get notified when we launch, because if you want this cover and you're not notified and we launch and you don't know about it and they're all gone, that's on you. So please sign up and please be a part of this campaign, and let's hit that goal of over 109 signups before we launch on September 1st. Working on Man-Child has given me the opportunity to work with comic book artists that, to me, might as well have been in another universe. For issue 1, I worked with Eisner Award-winning artist Tony Harris. I worked with Welby, Tom Riley, and Nick Pitara, all artists that have worked for Marvel or DC or Image Comics or other independent publishers. And for an indie comic book writer like myself, I always thought I'll be able to work with them if I ever make it, if I ever break into the industry. But dreams are coming true, guys, and this is another artist that I can cross off my bucket list, even though I will most likely want to work with him again, and that is Jim Rugg. Now, if you've ever watched the Cartoonist Kayfabe YouTube channel, which if you haven't, you really should, because for all of you guys who love comics, love comics, that is the channel for you. I've been keeping up with the channel pretty regularly now for a couple of years, and it just consists of Jim Rugg and Ed Piskor, who's also a comic book artist, putting a camera in front of a comic and talking about it. They also do interviews with other writers and artists in the industry, and it's just a great resource for people that want to learn more about the art form, the medium. I can't speak highly enough of the Cartoonist Kayfabe YouTube channel. It's given me so much entertainment, it's so educational, and it's my favorite YouTube comic book channel that I've found. All of that is to say, that's what makes working with Jim Rugg so mind-blowing, because I never thought it would have happened. But here we are, and to my left and right, I have two of his probably most well-known works. We have Street Angel, published by Image Comics, and then Hulk Grand Design, which just came out this year, published by Marvel Comics. And he also has done The Plain Janes and a few other titles. Now, what makes Jim Rugg so special is that he actually did all of this. So what I mean by that is that he did the art, he did the lettering, he did the writing. He can do all of it. And so it's pretty rare that you can get a book from a creator where he does it all, and he's great at it, and he's so good. And Street Angel was one of my favorite books that I read last year, one of the most fun books that I read, and such a great story for anyone. It's such a great book, and really made me go, man, this guy is awesome, and he's so much fun, and it seems like he has such a great time with his comics, and he seems like such a nice guy with all of my interactions that I've had with him and just watching the YouTube channel. So this is so cool that I'm sitting here and I'm saying that he contributed a cover for Man-Child Issue 2. The thing I've learned through working with all of these artists is that it never hurts to ask. It never hurts to just reach out and go, hey, would you like to be a part of this? Would you be interested in doing some artwork for my book? You know, I've reached out to a lot of heavy hitters in the industry and people that I never thought would give me the time of day, and they have. And so Jim Rugg was one of those people that I thought, I don't know. I don't know if that would ever work. He's probably too busy. He probably wouldn't really care to work on my book, And he's proven me wrong, and I've been proven wrong time and time again with all of the artists I've worked with. And it's just such a great feeling. And I hope other independent comic book writers, people that are producing their own works, that are putting money into their own books, watch this and hopefully inspires you to be like, I am going to reach out to that artist that I never thought would talk to me, because it might happen. And so this is that for me. And I'm so excited. I am going to stop talking about this and hyping it up, because I just want to show you guys the cover right now and talk about it. And so here we go. First, we went through a couple of different ideas for the cover. I had this initial idea of showing this new robot behemoth emerging from the ocean like a deep sea creature with Monarch Crier standing on the shore. And that was one of the ideas that I sent to Jim Rugg, and he came back with a few different options. The one that I initially thought would be a good one, the like deep sea creature emerging type of idea, that wasn't the one I went with, because one of the other concepts just seemed so much better for the scale and for the dramatic composition of what I had initially thought would have been a good idea. And that's really cool, because sometimes you think your first ideas are the best, or you have a clear vision of what you want, but then working with an artist, they can give you, something that is similar, but that works better either with their style or just is an idea you never thought of and you couldn't imagine it in your head. And that's why I'm a writer and not an artist. I chose the one where Monarch Crier is jumping off this cliff. He's still very small. And then the robot figure is in the distance, but he's so big and huge that he takes up a good portion of the cover. And you get this sense of like an underdog. Like, how is Monarch Crier going to beat this robot, this giant robot? How is this butterfly going to face off against that? And I just loved the way it looked. I loved the composition of it, and I loved the scale of it. That was what I was really looking for, something with a lot of scale. And so after I chose that concept, Jim went to work on it, and he shared some process pics on social media, and I was getting so hyped. I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to look so good. And then finally he showed me the final cover art. He sent it to me, and I was just completely like blown away, guys. And so here it is, and you tell me what you think of it. Now, right off the bat, you'll notice a change in stance from the robot. And this was something that I didn't expect because it happened in between choosing the idea, the concept, what we decided upon, and then the finished product. And so what Jim did is that he had the giant robot charge Monarch Crier, and that just made for an even grander and more intense and exciting image than what we had before. And it was surprising, but it was just so much better. And I love the decision that he made to have the robot come and charge as the Monarch Crier is jumping off the cliff, like they're about to meet each other. And it is such a rich and lush and striking image, and one that just is what superhero books and superhero covers and what superheroes are all about, taking on the enemy despite the odds. The colors are right on. I love how the man-child logo is parallel to the ocean line there that fits with the angle of like where the camera would be. It just makes me so happy looking at this cover, and so happy that this is actually real and that this is happening. So what do you guys think? Please comment below and tell me what you think of Jim Rugg's cover. Please sign up to be notified when Man-Child issue 2 launches on Kickstarter September 1st. Like I said at the beginning of this video, these covers will most likely sell out day one, week one. I'm not sure. We'll see how many we can print and how many that are going to go. So please sign up to be notified when we launch. You guys are going to want this cover. You're going to want this in your collection if you're a Jim Rugg fan, if you're a Cartoonist Kayfabe fan, or if you just like good comic book art, like some of the best comic book art, then this is for you. Please be a backer when we launch on September 1st. Thank you guys, and we will see the next variant cover for Man-Child issue 2 very soon.